Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you all are fine. We had completed the unit 1 of inclusive education and today we are going to begin unit 2, that is categories of special education, and today's our topic of discussion is physically challenged children, including the visually and hearing impaired children. So alright, then let's start. शुरू करने से पहले मैं आपको बता दूं, अगर आप चैनल पर नए हैं तो मेक श्योर आप चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करें. लेट्स स्टार्ट विद अ ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन. इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन जो है इट रिकॉग्नाइजेज दैट की जो डिसेबिलिटी है दैट डज नॉट solely lie within the child, but it arises due to the interaction between the learner and unaccommodating environment. And students जो है with physical, visual and hearing impairments, they face different types of barriers to access, participation and communication. And ये जब ये impairment जो है when they coexist as in deaf, blindness or multiple disabilities, जो educational planning है that must be even more individualized, intensive and multi-sensory. ठीक है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टॉकिंग अबाउट द फिजिकली चैलेंज्ड और ऑर्थोपेडिक हेल्थ इम्पेयरमेंट. फिजिकल चैलेंजेस जो है दे रेफर टू द कंडीशंस दैट लिमिट द मूवमेंट, पोस्चर, स्टेमिना, कोऑर्डिनेशन और फिजिकल फंक्शनिंग ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन, देयर बाय जो कि अफेक्ट करते हैं स्टूडेंट की एबिलिटी को टू एक्सेस द स्कूल एनवायरनमेंट एंड टू परफॉर्म द एकेडमिक टास्क्स इंडिपेंडेंटली. And there are various causes of physically challenged impairments, like congenital causes include cerebral palsy, spina bifida, limb deformities. Similarly, there are also acquired causes like accidents and spinal cord injuries, polio and muscular dystrophy, amputations due to the illness or trauma. और जो की कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है फिजिकली चैलेंज्ड इम्पेयरमेंट के दैट इंक्लूड्स रिस्ट्रिक्टेड मोबिलिटी और पुअर मोटर कोऑर्डिनेशन, डिपेंडेंस ऑन मोबिलिटी एड्स लाइक व्हील चेयर्स, क्रचेस, ब्रेसेस, या डिफ़िकल्टी विथ फाइन मोटर स्किल्स इंक्लूडिंग राइटिंग, कटिंग, टाइपिंग, या फैटिग, क्रॉनिक पेन और फ्रीक्वेंट मेडिकल एब्सेंस. इम्पॉर्टेंटली जो इंटेलेक्चुअल डिसेबिलिटी है इसको ऑफन अनअफेक्टेड रिगार्ड किया जाता है, बट जो फिजिकल बैरियर्स हैं दे आल्सो लिमिट द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन. And there are various educational measures that should be adapted to address physically challenged impairments, which include the architectural accessibility like ramps and elevators जो है that should be provided, या wide doorways या accessible toilets जो है that should be provided to such children, या adjustable desks and seating setting जो है that should be done. Similarly, assistive technology is also one of the important educational measure, which include the voice activated softwares they should be provided to such students, yeah, adaptive keyboards, switches and page turners, yeah, ergonomic writing tools. Similarly, instructional and assessment adaptations जो है that should be given to such children, like which include the extra time for writing tasks, या यूज़ ऑफ स्क्रिप्ट्स और कंप्यूटर्स ड्यूरिंग एग्जाम्स, या फ्लेक्सिबल अटेंडेंस एंड रेस्ट ब्रेक्स. एंड जो गोल है इन एजुकेशनल मेजर्स का दैट इज़ टू रिमूव द फिजिकल बैरियर्स सो दैट जो चिल्ड्रंस हैं दे कैन लर्न सेफली without any physical limitation that will determine their success. Now second, talking about the visually impaired. Visually impairment जो है it include a range from low vision to total blindness, जो कि affect करते हैं ability of children to perceive written and visual information. And इसके also different causes हमें देखने को मिलते हैं which include the genetic and hereditary cause like albinism या retinitis pigmentosa. Similarly, prenatal and birth related causes are also there, like retinopathy या prematurity या congenital infections like rubella. Similarly, acquired causes are also there, like the deficiency of vitamin A, cataracts, glaucoma या eye trauma. And there are different characteristics of visually impaired children, like they face difficulty in reading, which is the standard point, or they face difficulty in seeing the board. Yeah, they are sensitive to light, that is called as photophobia. या दे रिस्ट्रिक्ट देयर उनका जो विजुअल फील्ड होता है दैट इज़ ऑल्सो रिस्ट्रिक्टेड, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज विजुअल tunnel vision. Similarly, they have the dependency, they are dependent on the auditory and tactile learning. And there are various educational measures to address visually impaired children, like tactile learning जो है that should be given, which include the braille reading या writing, rigid diagrams या tactile maps, and also 3D models. Similarly, environmental adaptation जो है is also one of the important measure, which include the consistent classroom layout या tactile markers on doors, switches and pathways या clear verbal descriptions of visual content. Similarly, visual aids for low vision children, like which include the large printed books, high contrast materials या screen magnification and text to speech softwares. And जो goal है इन मेजर्स का, दैट इज़ टू एनेबल इंडिपेंडेंट एक्सेस टू इंफॉर्मेशन एंड स्पेशल ओरिएंटेशन. ठीक, तो टॉकिंग अबाउट द हेयरिंग इम्पेयर्ड. हेयरिंग इम्पेयरमेंट जो है इट इंक्लूड्स द पार्शियल और वी कैन से टोटल लॉस ऑफ हेयरिंग which affected the children's speech, language development and also the social communication. And इसके different causes हो सकते हैं, like conductive hearing loss, which include the chronic ear infections that occur due to the chronic ear infections या ear canal blockage or damage. Similarly, sensorineural hearing loss जो है that is also one of the major cause, जिसमें जो inner ear होता है चाइल्ड का या ऑडिटरी नर्व होती है दैट इज़ ऑल्सो डैमेज्ड, या जेनेटिकल कंडीशंस हो सकते हैं, या नॉइज़ दैट ऑल्सो ऑकर ड्यू टू द नॉइज़ एक्सपोजर या मेनिंजाइटिस. Similarly, prenatal causes are also there, like maternal infections या ototoxic drugs during pregnancy. And इसके हमें different characteristics देखने को मिलते हैं, like delayed speech and language development, difficulty in following oral instructions या dependency on visual cues, lip reading or sign language, and also the problems in noisy environments. And there are also various educational measures for this, which include like acoustic modifications, which include the noise reduction, like curtains, carpets, tennis balls और चेयर लेग्स जो कि एक्ट करते हैं एज ए बैरियर, जो कि रिड्यूस करते हैं नॉइस को, या use of FM system or hearing aids. Similarly, classroom strategies is also one of the important educational measure for this, like which include the preferential seating near the teacher, face-to-face interaction for lip reading, या clear articulation and moderate speech pace. Similarly, visual and language support is also one of the important measure, which include the written notes and lesson outlines या closed captions for videos, sign language interpreters or cued speech. And इनका जो goal है that is basically to ensure to promote effective communication and language development. Now let's also talk about some educational measures for multiple impairments, that is also called as the deaf blindness. Deaf blindness जो है it basically refers to the combination of visual and hearing impairment, which creates profound challenges in the communication, mobility and learning of the child. And unique challenges जो है for multiple impairments that are like limited access to the auditory and visual information, या difficulty in forming concepts about the environment, and also the high dependency without specialized intervention. And there are also various educational measures that should be taken, like tactile communication, tactile sign language जो है that is teaching to the students, like they learn sign language, they sign in like this, use their hands through which they speak, they sign, they show signs. Similarly, hand over hand guidance जो है that is also one of the important educational measure under tactile communication. Similarly, objective symbols and tactile cues जो है that are also provided under tactile communication. Similarly, multisensory approach, like the use of touch, smell, मूवमेंट एंड बॉडी अवेयरनेस। सो ये जो एक्सपीरियंशियल लर्निंग है इसको प्रोवाइड किया जाता है थ्रू रियल ऑब्जेक्टिव्स एंड एक्टिविटीज़। सिमिलरली इंडिविजुअलाइज्ड एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम्स जो है डैट आर आल्सो प्रोवाइडेड टू स्टूडेंट्स, जिनमें फोकस किया जाता है ऑन द फंक्शनल कम्युनिकेशन या ऑन ओरिएंटेशन एंड मोबिलिटी ट्रेनिंग या डेली लिविंग एंड इंडिपेंडेंट स्किल्स जो है वो सिखाए जाते हैं स्टूडेंट्स का। एंड इनका जो बेसिक गोल है दैट इज़ टू डेवलप मीनिंगफुल कम्युनिकेशन एंड ऑटोनॉमी। ठीक है। एट कंक्लूजन वी हैड लर्न दैट कि जो इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन है फॉर स्टूडेंट्स विद फिजिकल, विजुअल, हेयरिंग एंड मल्टीपल इम्पेयरमेंट्स, they need barrier-free environments. They also need specialized instruction strategies, assistive technology, and also the individualized planning. And when बहुत सारी impairments जो है when they coexist, so in that case जो education है that should move beyond academics to focus on communication, mobility, independence, and dignity. So by addressing these needs holistically, जो इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन है इट मेक्स श्योर दैट कि जो डाइवर्सिटी है दैट वो मेंटेन रहे इन द क्लासरूम एंड दैट वो आल्सो मेंटेन रहे इन द एबिलिटी विच डज नॉट बिकम ए लिमिटेशन टू द पार्टिसिपेशन और लर्निंग ऑफ द स्टूडेंट। सो गाइज दैट इज़ इट फॉर टुडे। आई होप आपको अच्छे से क्लियर हुआ होगा। अगर कहीं पे डाउट कन्फ्यूजन हो तो आप कमेंट सेशन में ज़रूर लिखिए। So that is it. I hope you find this video informative. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe to Discipline Talk channel. Thank you for watching.